What's going on, everybody? We're doing a review for Agents of Shield season 4, episode 8, I think it is. It's the
Yeah.
winter finale, anyway. And we got a special guest on with us from Superpower Fancast, Danny here. So
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'll have a link in the description for all that, all their stuff. So go check them out. And but anyway, yeah, let's get on this review.
Well, first thing I wrote down on my notes was diamonds.
Yeah.
Like, dang, that's a way to pay them.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Yeah. And
like,
yeah,
like me and Zach said, like in the last one, he can create matter. Then it was like, oh, he can create it in any space he wants.
Yeah.
And he put those in his lungs or whatever.
Yeah, and like Danny, you saying brutal. That just goes to show like this 10 o'clock slot or 9 o'clock where we're at, is they're taking it up a notch with the violence. It's just crazy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can definitely tell a difference in the time with where they put their time slot and everything.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother show. It really feels like has felt like that from the beginning.
Yeah.
I've absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. So much better.
I wrote down you see the slit throat, like in the blood going out of the person that Mac did with his shotgun.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, they're just ramping it up with the violence, and it's awesome because it's not on par with the Netflix shows, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm hoping that with this new, because obviously it's just kind of fan casting, really. Hoping that one day maybe they can acknowledge the Netflix shows even more than just, hey, dudes in Hell's Kitchen causing trouble or whatever the line was in the first.
Yeah,
I would love for the Netflix shows to finally meet up with the TV. Because, it makes sense. There's S.H.I.E.L.D., they're everywhere.
Yeah.
All through Luke Cage, that's how I was feeling, was that, the guy outed himself on television.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Wilson there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
that we said that before. Like, it's their job to go check on enhanced individuals.
And
you got 4 right there.
Yeah,
exactly.
And especially with this season though, because Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones, Daredevil, all that, it came out before season 4 pretty much, and season 4 is S.H.I.E.L.D. finally came back into the public eye to where you might actually start seeing that crossover more. Hopefully.
Right.
Hopefully. But,
Hopefully, yeah. Well, and that's always been a complaint of mine is that I love that they always said everything's connected, but it's never really been connected. It's always just been talking, here, drop this hint here, drop this hint there. But aside from that, what else is there? And so I would really love to see an actual connection, whether it be to the movies, Netflix series, whatever, actually putting that in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, because that would up it that much more.
Yeah, especially last night. They had the Ultron name drop. It's just a name drop. So
exactly.
I really want to see the crossover more. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully we get that.
Right. Talked before that the reason why they can't do that is because the scheduling of the shows and the movies, but the TV's on the same thing. So that's I would really like to see the TV. They can actually do that. That's feasible.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only use.
Yeah, easily. And, there's also been talks because we still have a lot to go in season 4 that Punisher might show up in one episode, but that could just be talk. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm seeing that probably is going to be more talk than anything. Because especially with him getting his own series, they're developing that and everything. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to only be talk. No. I would really love for it to be for real. But it would almost kind of feel like they were redoing Ghost Rider again instead of really moving forward.
Yeah, especially with how Ghost Rider, how it was going. Yeah, hence how it was going. But
right.
The dark tone. But we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not disappointed. I'm sure it's going to lead to something else, but kind of sad.
Oh yeah.
Kind of sad that we'll just say it. He's off the show now, for what we know.
Yeah. And I mean, it's only off as far as we know, really. Because I really hope, because I mean, I'm like you. Obviously, we don't know, but I really hope that he's just not gone. That would be such a waste of a great character.
Yeah, and like me and Andrew were saying before this, this might actually lead to him actually having his own Netflix series or something.
That would be killer.
Yeah, or ABC
or
show,
TV
whatever.
Movie.
Yeah, go to the movies. That would be so much better.
Right.
I just need more of him.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all we want.
Like I was telling my sister yesterday while we were watching it that out of all 4 seasons, just Ghost Rider has been my favorite character. Out of all the 4 seasons that's been of S.H.I.E.L.D., like I just loved him so much more out of everyone.
And he's the Coulson says when they're putting the team together, he's like, and Mace is like, okay, we got a guy who's nearly unstoppable, and he's on our side.
Yeah.
Let's use him.
Yeah.
Think about that later.
Yeah. I don't care if he can be, or he does kill people. At least he's not killing innocent people,
Yeah. And also, I mean, he finds about Ada, and he uses Ada too, and says, "Oh, we'll dismantle her after." And I'm sure both of you are like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah, no.
We all know what's going on here. We got Terminator again.
Yeah.
Well, that's my issue with Ada. It's like full life model decoys, things like that. But we did this in Ultron, basically.
Yeah.
We did this in Age of Ultron already. Did we not learn our lesson?
No.
And I mean, I like that they had referenced Ultron and everything. And I like Ada as a character, but literally the second that she opened the Darkhold, it was game over from there. There's no coming back from that.
And and like Radcliffe said, he's like, in the last episode, if she gets corrupted, she's a computer. If she gets corrupted, well, I'll just wipe her. Well, he never wiped her, really.
Exactly.
I mean, he should have known. Okay, she's gonna read
do it that night.
He should have no. She's gonna read it. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe her no matter what, and we'll just start over instead of just.
But it's the fantasy of it, I think, that intrigues him so much that it's almost as if he would have to destroy his creation that's nearly creating itself now.
Yeah. And like you said, or with Eli. He's talking about he wants to create life now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like the tables have turned. Ada's pretty much creating life in a sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
it gets into this later and it makes sense. And if people watch Doctor Strange too, I'm sure they did if they watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that they're not actually making energy.
Yeah.
Making stuff, they're taking it from somewhere else.
Yeah, I kept saying that throughout the show. Say all you are is just a thief. You're taking elements from somewhere else. It's like, Doctor Strange, they take power from other dimensions.
Harness energy.
From other dimensions. So,
but it all comes from somewhere. It all has a price.
Yeah, that's what Fitz keeps saying. He said, even though there's all this stuff going on, there's still laws.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, you can't just create energy or matter or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
which is pretty cool to see Fitz like, no, like this is the law. It can't be broken.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He sticks to science.
Yeah.
And I like Fitz in that way because he seems to be the grounded one. Even when things seem they're just impossible and improbable, he's like, no, there's laws.
Yeah.
There's things in place. Something's not right here.
Yeah. And they talk about magic, since this is a big theme on this season so far. He's like he accepts that there's magic, but he's still
stuff he can't explain.
Yeah, he's just like he's still because in the last episode he's in another dimension. I mean, how are you going to explain that? But
right.
But he still is like there's science behind almost everything. So like you said, he's a grounded character, and it's just really cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then we get that. So we talked about like when they're all attacking Eli Morrow and Coulson just walks in, and then I didn't see it coming, but when he puts out his hand and then Yo-Yo puts the gun in, oh man.
Yeah.
He's probably like, okay, Yo-Yo, I'm going to put up my hand. Something cool. And then you put the gun in there. Man, that was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yo-Yo really showed out in this episode for sure. I like her even more as a character now.
Yeah. I really like her as a character also. I just wish she would be on the show more. She's just more of a like, all right, here's a big time threat and we need more powered people. Here you go. Here's one that we call, which I mean they've said in season 3, when we need you, we'll call you. You go do whatever you want to do, even though she said, I don't want to be here all the time. So, it makes sense. But yeah, I wish she was on the show more. She's really cool.
Well, we are getting a web series of her, though. They teased that. So I'm interested to see how that's going, because I'm always a sucker for backstory.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. It was like the 6-episode miniseries.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to cover through the winter break.
Yeah. Which actually isn't as long as I thought it would be. January 10th.
Right?
January 10th. We're so used to Agent Carter and having to wait all the way to March. It's like, oh man, this sucks. But I mean, I'm super super stoked that it's coming back January 10th. Because like all the other shows like Flash and Arrow and everything, they come back later in January. So
yeah,
it's gonna be cool, January 10th. But yeah, and yeah,
that same scene we see Mace in his suit, and I was just thinking about it on the way home that it looks awesome, but he totally didn't need it.
Yeah.
So I like this trend of like, I mean, the Hulk is going to have armor too in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's cool when people that don't need armor at all just wear it.
Yeah.
Just look awesome. That's the only reason why they have it on.
I think it makes it a little bit more intimidating because it's like, this guy doesn't need it, but oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can break this armor and nothing happens to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but so Jeffrey Mace in the comics is the Patriot.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we're going to see a little bit more going that way, because I did notice in his suit a little hint of like blue and red and everything. It was very, very faint.
Yeah.
It was like red and black, and so I'm wondering if that's where we're going to go with him.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I have some mixed feelings about him though. So he's not really my favorite.
I do too. I ever since he dealt with a senator or whatever she is.
Yeah.
I just feel something fishy. Even though he explained what was going on in this episode to Daisy, we don't want you. We're trying to protect you in a sense. We don't want people seeing you that you were in this prison with this ghost killer guy. And but
that was an excuse.
But
you remember what the senator said?
I can't remember. If you just
she said like she knew something that like what he really did, like when he saved people.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right.
Or something like that. Like it didn't really happen the way it would.
Yeah.
Really was reported to.
Yeah.
So I think there's something. She has something against him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even more than what we've been shown, for sure. Yeah. I don't trust him. I guess maybe it's the politician about him. I'm not sure. But I definitely don't trust him.
Yeah, and he even said we don't even really trust each other, because that's his motto is like a team that trusts is a team that triumphs, and then he ended up saying, I don't even trust us. We're not really a team.
We're not a team.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, here comes Mark Ruffalo. We're a time bomb.
There you go.
I would like it if they didn't like call him Patriot, but like. Kind of like be like, oh, he's the biggest patriot I know, just in passing.
Yeah. Well, speaking of in passing, I love the exchange between Coulson and Daisy about how he would have recommended her as the director.
Yeah,
and it's like maybe in a comic book or something like that. I loved that.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome too.
Yeah.
because that would be really interesting to see Daisy as director of Shield, because that would have taken her character from like just a little old hacker thief person to a director of a huge government organization. Like what?
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
That'd be
in a matter of 4 years. I mean, that's just insane.
That would be 0 to 100 for sure.
Yeah.
You hated Shield.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was really glad that Mace like reinstated her. He was like, oh, like he basically had her in a hole and like in a corner. If you think about it, like she kind of had to go along with it, or he's like, okay, I'm gonna take you off to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, it's like a good thing, you know.
But
I'm excited that she's back finally. I was tired of Runaway Daisy and everything. It got old kind of quick for me. Because like it got to a point where I was like, why is she running again?
Yeah.
What's the so I kind of like lost sight of her whole vendetta and everything. Because it went on just so long, it felt.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad she's back because the team's better with her, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, how long can you grieve over Lincoln? I mean, it's not like it was your fault.
Exactly.
He sacrificed so everyone else could be able to live. I mean,
right.
It's not.
Come on, he was one guy. There's a lot of other guys in the world.
Yeah.
You're a pretty girl.
Yeah. You'll be all right. Maybe Robbie can come back. You know.
Well, there you go. That's a match made in heaven.
Yeah. And then we get to that, and you talk about that conversation between Daisy and Coulson at the end. And she was wondering if Robbie will be able to come back, and Coulson says, well, the last Ghost Rider did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like any of us would have reacted like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I don't know if they'll expound upon that. But who knows? Maybe they'll make a prequel Ghost Rider movie, and it ends with him going to Robbie.
Oh, that would
and I think it leaves the door open for possibilities in the future.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we did get a quick glimpse of Johnny Blaze, getting Robbie's backstory and everything. And then now you've got Robbie in the Dark Dimension. And so he's obviously come back from it before. So where does that leave him now? And is Robbie even still relevant? Are we just going to go ahead and get Johnny from here? So, I mean, it kind of leaves the door open to they can do whatever they want with it later. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, because, you know, when he's in that chamber thing, he says, I can feel it leaving me again. Like, you know, from episode 7. And, you know, you could leave him. It could go to Danny Ketch or somebody. You know, it could be a totally different Ghost Rider. So,
right.
That's something you could see possibly. I mean, I just want more flaming vehicles. That's all I want. And
I know, right?
And flaming skulls.
And I'll be interested to see if Mac will be in the web series, because he finally lays it on Yo-Yo, and I was like, finally.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, all this sexual tension, it's becoming like tangible.
Well, I mean, like it felt like an odd relationship. Like I never felt like we really saw it climbing really or developing. It just kind of was, and so it was like every time she was around, she was flirting with him and throwing this and throwing that, and then he would either accept it or reject it, and it got confusing at points. But I mean, I'm glad they finally resolved that between them two. And
that's probably something they might, you know, do on the web series, you know, because she talks about we flirted a bit, then we went on a date, and you never heard from you again. You never called me. So that could be something that's early on in the web series.
Yeah,
that they can explain all that.
Yeah, and because I mean, it's supposed to be pretty much from when she got her powers to now, I guess. And I guess between season 3 and season 4, all she was really doing was giving Daisy meds and whatnot, and I guess that little fling with Mac. But I mean,
who knows what she was doing?
Yeah, there wasn't like too much she was doing. I wouldn't think. I mean,
well, because obviously she doesn't care about the Sokovia Accord. She'll do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
because she was helping Daisy out.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm excited to see what the Ada will be up to. I hope it's like you said, Danny. I hope it's not just like another Ultron, like the same story.
Yeah.
I hope like she has like a different goal somehow, and like interprets what she should do differently.
Well, see, I wonder if we're gonna get Jocasta,
Yeah.
Bride of Ultron,
Yeah.
because I think that she's along those lines. I think it's gonna be a little bit darker and a little different because it's gonna be more of like a self-preservation kind of replicating or whatever. I mean, we really don't know what her goal is at this point. But at the same time, like, I don't know, when I saw the teaser at the end, I wasn't necessarily really shocked or excited. I don't know. Like, I kind of had mixed feelings, I think. I mean, I'll definitely be watching.
Yeah.
For sure. But it was one of those things, it was just kind of like, okay, cool. So we didn't learn our lesson when Tony built Ultron, so we're going to build our own and relive this in a whole new way.
Yeah. And Jocasta was one of Tony's AIs that he wasn't using during Age of Ultron, so it could pop up.
Right alongside Friday. Yep.
But it makes it interesting because you're like, okay, she's taking care of May, and she had made a life model decoy. Maybe she's just testing, like, to see how well she had made this one, because I'm pretty sure she made it.
Yeah.
For sure. She still got some guy's neck, so, like, okay, Ada, come on, like.
I'm just interested to know, because obviously the May Coulson's talking to is the life model decoy.
Right.
So I just want to know is how long May has been, in that, I guess, chamber, or how long is it?
Oh, good point.
How long, like, because,
I didn't think of that.
Because they have. I don't think it's this far back as like when May dies and everything, and they have to bring her back. I wouldn't think it's that far back, but because you never see. I guess you never see that transition to where one's the life model decoy and one's the actual May. So I'm just interested to see how far it goes.
Maybe they fooled us all the time.
Yeah,
we could tell.
Yeah, I naturally just assumed that it was when she went to go get Ada. That's what I had assumed.
Yeah.
But I mean, because she said, because Mace had said that they have somebody right there gathering all the info and getting all your research and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And May was escorting that person there. But I mean, you're right. I didn't think about it. It could be kind of a bait and switch.
Yeah, because I mean that's how the past few seasons, Shield's they always throw that little loop in there, a little twist. It's like, oh, that wasn't how we thought it was, so. But I mean, it could be that simple. It could be a lot more complicated. Who knows? But that's just that was this episode. It didn't have me like. There's been past episodes where it's like I had to stand up and physically shout. It was like, oh man, I'm excited. But like this episode for a winter finale wasn't as like breathtaking, I guess you could say, as like season 2 or season 3 or whatever. But that little twist in there, it's got me curious. It's like, what's going to happen,
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. And with that, I mean, like you said, I felt the same way. It wasn't one of those that was a huge shocker or anything like that. I mean, obviously we got Ada causing trouble, but I mean, there were exciting moments.
Yeah.
But the episode as a whole, like, I don't know, to me, it didn't really feel like a finale.
No.
Like, I don't believe that Robbie's gone. I believe that Eli is probably going to come back worse than he left. So it's almost like nothing's really done. It's just kind of put a Band-Aid over the problem, and now we're good.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually what you see with like these winter finales on most shows. Like you said, they put a little Band-Aid on something. They take care of something for a second, but there's always something that's going to come back to haunt them in a way.
Right.
Eli, like you said, Eli might come back even worse, or he might be actually drawing energy, sort of like a sorcerer drawing energy from other dimensions. Now that he's in another dimension now, and
right. So causing a whole new problem.
Yeah. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
for sure.
but like with the Ada thing, like not being that shocking, me and Andrew, I don't know about you, Danny, we kind of saw that coming with Ada.
Yeah.
You know, it's with the AI android, whatever you want to call her, the little, and especially after last week's episode, she's creating her own brain.
Exactly.
So you could see something bad's going to happen. I mean, we kind of predicted that to start with.
The second that she was created, it being reminiscent of Ultron, I was already like, nah, we need to shut this down. Shut this down.
Especially after the season finale of season 3. It's like...
Yeah. Like conflict.
Yeah, something bad's going to happen, so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and just now thinking about it, too, so with the next season, or the next half of the season being life model decoys, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the comic arc Secret Invasion. The Skrulls and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
So obviously, Marvel doesn't have the Skrulls, but what if this life model decoy thing ends up becoming our own version of that?
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
that's what I thought when I saw May sitting there. I was like, "This is what the Skrulls would be like."
But like, exactly. One thing though, James Gunn has said with the Skrull thing, with the ownership rights, Marvel does, or Disney, Marvel, whatever, has the right to Skrulls. Or certain Skrulls or something, but they don't have the rights to Super Skrulls.
Ah, okay.
So
just like certain ones, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is.
So the race as a whole, just not super. Yeah, because that's Fantastic Four's one of their enemies. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
That's what I've heard and what James Gunn has said. So I mean, it could be just take it or leave it, but
okay.
I mean, it could happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like Secret, that would seem like something you would use for the movies, because
it seemed like it. But I think with this life model decoy, if we're replacing our teammates with robots, like I don't know, like I kind of feel like that's about as close as we're gonna get to that event. Because even so, that was kind of a strange event in itself. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I don't see Skrulls coming to Earth or into the movies anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought about that maybe an interesting turn, and that may be where they're going. I don't know, but
yeah, that kind of reminds me of how, like, we're not going to get a Planet Hulk movie, but we get it a version of it.
Yeah,
basically.
Right.
An adaptation. Yeah. But I mean, the Skrull thing, second half of season 4 will run with Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
So. They usually have some type of crossover in a way. That could, like you say, with Secret Invasion, that could have like a little crossover there. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I wonder if they're steering away from those because they didn't have one really for Doctor Strange when it came out. They just kind of dabbled in magic, basically, or the dark dimension kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of actually having a crossover like they did with Winter Soldier and Dark World, all those and everything. But I mean, who knows?
Well, like with the Doctor Strange thing, the timeline could be a little wonky, so it might, Doctor Strange could have been a certain different time as at the events of S.H.I.E.L.D. going on at that certain time, so,
Yeah.
It's not like Doctor Strange want to pop out of a portal on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What's up, guys?
Right.
He could if he travels time or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Zach talked about it. We don't know when Doctor Strange happened.
I mean, it never really sets that in stone either.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard things as in like, oh, it happened in 2016, but I mean, because somebody said, oh, there's plaques on a wall that says Doctor of the Year or something 2016 or whatever. But so you just want to tell me a guy in a matter of months learns magic like that level. Defeats Caecilius in a way, talks to Dormammu, all this stuff, and was like in a matter of months. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But.
He had a busy 6 months.
Yeah. He really studied. He really took it to the books.
Well, he was going 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because he did his astral form so he could sleep. His body could sleep.
Yeah.
But still, he probably need years.
Yeah, that's what the ancient one said. Oh, years of study and practice. Yeah, that's what happens. So, but
I can do it in 2 months.
Yeah, I'm Stephen Strange. Don't you know who I am? Yeah,
right.
But yeah, It was just insane.
I think it'll be interesting to see like Ada, like she obviously like can access different dimensions and stuff. What if she starts trying to dabble with stuff Eli Morrow was doing? Because she understands all that too.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say that I heard an interview at one point, something about, I think it was Gabriel Luna, Ghost Rider. I want to say that he had mentioned something about Mephisto or dropped some kind of hint or something in an interview.
Yeah, yeah.
And we haven't seen Mephisto.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, it just because we're changing story arcs, I mean, I guess really doesn't mean that we're done with the Dark Dimension and all that stuff either.
No. I don't think we are because, they haven't, the Darkhold's still there. They haven't thrown it out the window. It's like, oh, it's gone.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Ada could.
It's still accessible. Yeah.
Ada could probably still use it in a way.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to create more people, life model decoys. I need the Darkhold. Whatever.
Well, I'd imagine she'd have a photographic memory of some sort, being a computer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be that she remembers everything she needs to remember.
Yeah.
And Darkhold is ingrained in her now. So, which means a lot of trouble.
She downloaded it. She downloaded the Darkhold.
There you go. Got it on her Kindle.
Yeah. Nothing but ones and zeros.
There you go.
Radcliffe catches her reading late at night. Are you reading 50 Shades of Grey again? Yes.
No, it's the Darkhold. Nah. At least it's not 50 Shades of Grey. Whatever. But, yeah. Other than that, for me, it was probably an average episode to me. I mean, except for that little twist at the end, which to me is not really a twist.
Right.
Maybe some people who don't follow it as closely could have been like, oh man, that was a huge twist. I didn't see that coming. So they're like, oh, this is crazy. But for me and you and Andrew, like, we saw it coming. So
yeah,
it
exactly.
Wasn't as exciting.
You're a fan of sci-fi, you know what's coming.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, if you've seen Age of Ultron, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime any kind of like robotic program becomes self-aware, it's always been bad.
Yeah,
always ends badly. So I mean, just her in general, her presence was a bad idea from the very beginning.
Yeah,
I guess Vision was the only one that ever wasn't bad.
He's almost the exception to the rule.
Yeah,
probably because he has the Mind Stone in him. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we'll see how that turns out at Infinity War. So
yeah,
that could definitely change.
Oh man, well, you know he's going to get it ripped out of his forehead.
Oh yeah, it's going to be devastating. Oh yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Look, I told Andrew a couple months ago, I was like, I really want this scene to happen. From ripped out of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. Thanos stands there. No more life. And half of the universe is just wiped out. It's like, dude, that needs to happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't doubt that it will.
And the first one.
Like, I want to see hero, like, lifeless bodies on the ground. I mean, I know that sounds dark and grueling, but it would just make for a great movie, in my opinion.
We said we want to see Thor dead, Captain America, Hawkeye.
Everybody hates Hawkeye.
The hero everyone loves to hate.
Yeah.
He's really a hero. He's just good at shooting arrows.
Oh, yeah. No, he keeps them. He keeps them together. That's what his wife said.
Power his parts.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be a team.
Well, she just sits home and watches Hallmark movies all day, so what does she know?
Oh, yeah.
We want to see Black Widow can't die because we want a prequel. Hulk will never die.
But
Iron Man, no, maybe.
Well, like I said, like I told you last week, I want Tony Stark to eventually become director of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever.
Yeah,
I want that to happen. I want it to happen. But
I mean, it sounds like it could be more possible the further it goes on, because if this whole Jeffrey Mace thing blows up, I mean, that's it. Then who are you going to put in the seat now? So.
And S.H.I.E.L.D.'s back in the public eye. I mean, I guess one of the only reasons they made the show is because they kind of, with the whole Hydra thing and that, and then they were underground and everything and doing their little side missions and stuff underground, and now they're back in the public eye. Let's bring them back to the movies.
There you go.
Let's do it. Because Shield was still, in Winter Soldier, and the show was still going on. So let's bring them back.
Well, and like you said, they're back in the public eye, so naturally that should affect the cinematic universe because what's in front of everybody. It's not a secret anymore. Mm-mm. They haven't gone underground. This is public knowledge that Shield is out and about and trying to protect everyone.
And now it's being run by an Inhuman. So and that just gets me more excited for the show, the Inhuman show.
Oh yeah.
And I've said this. I probably said it in the past episode, like last week, since the show announcement. I am more excited that it's a show than a movie.
I was going to say the same thing because the Inhuman storyline, it's just kind of. I mean, I don't see any realm where it could be a movie about the royal family. It's something that seems like it needs to be a continuation week to week, something that's always there. So yeah,
because each character can have such an extensive backstory, and like you said, you're a sucker for a backstory. We need Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, blah blah. We need all their backstories, and all the stuff that goes on, how they get to Adelan or how they create Adelan, whatnot, anything like that. So yeah, I'm way more excited that it's going to be a show, and the first 2 episodes are in IMAX theater.
And the showrunner is the Iron Fist guy.
Yeah. Which Iron Fist is, I'm way more excited for Iron Fist than any, like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones.
I'm excited for Defenders. With adding Iron Fist in the mix, the Defenders is going to be awesome. I saw some set photos that I don't know if they were leaked or if it was released of just like carnage, basically, like all these cars that were wrecked and put in the ground and all that stuff. It was from the set of Defenders.
No, I didn't see that.
So it's going to be huge.
I didn't see those, but I did see pictures of him and Colleen Wing on the set.
Oh yeah,
I saw that. I saw those, but yeah, shoot, dude, it's gonna be. That's gonna be. I'm excited. That's all I got. No words. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
But I saw there's this article. It says Rosario Dawson said she'd be honored to play She-Hulk.
Oh, come on!
No, you could stay. No. You could stay night nurse.
We need Jennifer.
If anyone could play She-Hulk, I think she could do it. But I guess that'd be a stretch.
Yeah,
that would just be recycling characters and changing too much. That would be too much change for me. And normally, I'm one that's okay with change. That would be a little much.
Yeah.
I want Jennifer, the lawyer.
Yeah.
The real She-Hulk.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And I want Mark Ruffalo to show up and give her some blood.
There you go.
But yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got.
Same here.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, it was a pretty good episode. Can't wait for second half of the season coming around. But other than that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go check out Superpowered Fancast. You can tell them some information about your stuff, Danny.
Yeah, guys, superpoweredfancast.com. We have trailer review videos, our regular monthly podcast, and then some mini episodes in between. We post news every single day, nerd, geek news, TVs, movies, comics, everything. We actually just posted a comic book review for Thunderbolts #7 today about the Winter Soldier and this Hydra Steve in the comics, and so it's really cool. And you can also check us out on Twitter @SuperpoweredFan and on Facebook Superpowered Fancast.
All right, sounds good. And I gotta say, I've checked their stuff out. They got great stuff. You need to go watch them. You gotta go listen to them. But other than that, we'll see you guys later. We got more stuff coming soon. Spider-Man trailer tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I'm psyched.
Be ready for a reaction on that one. I'll probably jump around, do some jumping jacks or something. Who knows? But
there you go.
But we'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Thank you for having me.
No problem.